Morning, y'all. Kevin from, that's right, got the old tattered Hindsight Engineering shirt on this morning. It's, we'll call it vintage, but really it's just kind of worn and tattered, kind of like all of us at Hindsight. Anyway, me and Shop Cat Jax, we're gonna get some work done today. So stick with me. We're gonna work on the old 70 F100 today. Oh, I hear him. Somebody's making some noise. Good morning, kitties. How are you, kitties? Mama, you been taking good care of them? Got her little step box up into the kitty house. Meow, meow. Okay, we're gonna get them. We're gonna get them out and we're gonna have a good time today. All right, so we're gonna get back on the F100 today. Got a plan. Let's see if it works out. Plan today is we're I love them in the background. Plan today is we're going to mount. We're gonna build some mounts across here and in the front. Put some strap on and get that thing secured. Next part of the plan is to take and do some work on the inner structure of this bed. That cross member number 1, 2, 3 is going away. It will not fit because the tank is in the way. The tank sits kind of behind that cross member in the very front and goes to about right here. So we're going to modify this truck bed floor with some 1.5-inch square tubing. And we are also, if you're watching the videos before when I've talked about the bed, we're taking this inner tub and we're just forming it out about 1 inch. So it's going to have a little bit of a bow to it, but it needs that. I almost cut them, and I'm glad I didn't, because it doesn't need much. They actually kind of clear now, but they're too close. So they might touch just barely. So we're going to give them some more clearance. We're going to form them out a little bit because we need that room for those big old beefy suckers there. So we're going to try to get this inner structure done today. And what's going to happen is this floor is going to go flat. And then when it comes to the tank, it's going to just go up and then flatten back out again. And that top will be an openable door, or removable. Let's just say removable. Maybe Cleco it down, something. I don't know. I want to be able to use the bed. Yes, it won't be flat, but it will be plenty usable because that hump isn't going to go up too much. And I want to be able to access the tank easily. And that should do it for me. It doesn't have, this truck bed is not going to be perfect inside. I'm going to try to beat these wheel wells out a little bit and kind of straighten them out a little bit. But yeah, it's going to get Raptor lined because this thing will be used a little bit as a truck. So it just won't have quite as much room as in the bed as it did from the factory. So let's get on this thing and get going. Whoa, it's hot. It's 100 and I don't know. Doesn't really matter after that, does it? In the KC area right now. So that means it's like 94 to 96-ish degrees at close to 9 o'clock at night. It's miserable. But hey, we're getting some stuff done here. Got the tank mounted. Didn't get as big a strap. They didn't have like an 1-inch strap at the metal store today or the other day. Got the 3/4 inch. It's going to work just fine. I bolted it on that end. Well, let's back up. I used some T-stock that I had. And by T-stock, that's what I mean right there. That's what we used, wasn't it, Jax? So, worked great because I mounted it and I went ahead and bolted it. Mounted it to the frame on both sides. Got a bolt here and a bolt on the other side that you can't see. Mounted a piece across here. Ran the strap from that one to the other one that I have mounted here. On the strap I welded some studs. Never mind that this one's longer. I just haven't trimmed it yet. I didn't want to cut anything off until I knew it was going to be good enough. So tank is mounted. That material you see in between is just some truck bed liner, just the plastic, just to kind of be a buffer between the tank. The tank sits nice on the frame right there. It actually, I mean, that's why I went and decided to leave it there. It just lays right nicely on the frame right there. It's a nice width, sits on the frame side to side perfectly. But I thought I better put something in between there just so it's not metal on metal. So I've got this old truck bed liner that I've cut to pieces for different things, and just trimmed some pieces off it, put it between. Sits on there nicely. Bolted the strap right there, bent it, put some high density foam that I had there just to give it a little cushion between the tank and the strap. Otherwise, it's good to go. It fires on the key now. Thank you, Cam. Still don't have a gauge in there, temp gauge, so not gonna let it run till then. Cam hooked me up to doing some wiring work, and it's got the wiring looking good. Obviously, we're not gonna wrap everything until it's done. I still need to find a house, so to speak, for my computer. Gotta put something in there that's gonna protect it a little bit, and maybe keep it out of the weather. So I'm working on that. That's kind of where I'm at. So when I came out to do the bed work and the tank work, Cam was working on the wiring, so I was slightly distracted because he was making progress and I was So I got the tank in, and then I started working on the bed, and lo and behold, I wanted to put these braces in here so the tubs wouldn't move. I put 3 zaps on the main brace and was getting ready to weld in all the other ones, and I ran out of welding wire. That was nice. So I had to run Monday and afternoon and pick up some welding wire, but we're good to go. And we're back in. We got all the braces welded in. I just used some scrap stuff that I had laying around. I didn't want to use anything good for that. And I just wanted to put 3 because I wanted everything to stay in place. Just tacked it in. I'll give it some strength while I pop a couple of holes in here, pull those together after I trim these, and do a little work. But that's where we're at. Here it is, KC Mo area, probably close to 9 o'clock at night, and definitely in the mid 90s still.